I'm Tony, and today I'm going to show you how to make my easy edamame salad. For a long time, the only way I had ever enjoyed edamame was shelled when you go and get Japanese food, and it's slightly salted, and then you just pop them in your mouth and then put your shells in a little bowl. That's the only way I had it. But now I love it. It is a great source of protein, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to enjoy it. I'm starting with shelled edamame. Edamame, if you don't know, are soybeans, and they are high in protein. Half a cup is 9 grams of protein, and that is 1 serving, and this bag has 4.5 servings. We're going to use the whole bag up, and to start, I'm going to boil up some water. I've got it heating up now, but you want it hot enough to cook the edamame. You can follow the directions. This particular bag says I can cook it for 4 to 5 minutes, or I can microwave it, which is also a very easy option. You would do that for 4.5 to 5 minutes. Simply pour the bag of edamame into your saucepan and then let it cook. You don't want it to cook longer than the bag says to cook because the color will be less vibrant. We want it to be a pretty salad. This salad is a showstopper. It is so beautiful to bring to potlucks or to share at a picnic. So we want to make sure that the green stays vibrant. While this cooks, I'm reading over the back of the package, which I like to do, and it says that it is high in fiber. It's got 8 grams of fiber per serving. It's about 90 calories per serving. Okay, 5 minutes has passed, and I have drained my edamame, and I also rinsed it with some cold water to prevent it from overcooking, but also so that my salad doesn't become a warm salad. I want it to be room temperature or cold. This is one of those salads that is better the next day too. Now the rest of the salad comes together so quickly. We're gonna start by adding in our edamame. You can see that mine is a little bit hot still. It is steaming up my bowl, but that's okay. I'm then gonna add in some canned black beans. You can use your home cooked black beans as well, or you can even use pinto beans if that's what you have, or actually any bean will work. And if you're using home cooked, you're gonna wanna use 1.5 cups of beans. This has already been drained and rinsed. And when given the option, I like to use one with no salt. So you can see that this can right here says that it doesn't have any salt in it. I'm adding in a can of corn that has been drained. If you have fresh corn, you can shave that off the cob and into this salad just fine. You can also use frozen corn. You're just gonna wanna cook it first. Then you can either use some diced Roma tomatoes, or I'm using halved cherry tomatoes. I've sliced them in half using the method that I learned from my friend Amy, who runs the channel Yummy Toddler Food. And you take 2 lids from a Tupperware, and then you slide your knife between them while the tomatoes are in between them. So it makes slicing a lot faster. If you've seen some of my other videos, the shorts especially, I have done that a lot, and it saves so much time. I love that tip. I'm doing 1/2 cup of diced red onion. I like red onion because it makes it prettier with all of the colors, but if you don't have red onion, you can use yellow or you can use white. Here's some cilantro. And if you want the exact measurements, I'm putting the printable recipe down below in the caption. You can see that it is already looking beautiful, nice and colorful. And while this recipe doesn't have a dressing, it is packed with flavor, and I like to put avocado. It's an optional ingredient because sometimes avocados can be pricey, and I like to keep things as affordable as possible. But these were 86 cents today at Walmart, so I got them. What I'm doing is cutting a grid in my very ripe avocado, and then I'm kind of running my knife over it just a little bit to mash it. I don't want it to be all the way mashed. I still want some avocado chunks when I bite, but just a little bit. I'm gonna put that in there right now with everything else. I'm gonna do the same with the other half. So 1 avocado. If you have 2 avocados, that's even better, but I know that can be pricey depending on where you live. Then I'm gonna add in some lime juice. If you have a lemon on hand instead of a lime, that is also gonna work just great. And I'm gonna squeeze the whole lime. So what I like to do is I put them face down. I squeeze as much as possible. I put the next one in and I repeat the process. And then I take them and I fold both of them. I do the same thing with a lemon as well. I fold them and then I squeeze them again to see what else I can get out when it's really cramped in there. Okay. And now I'm gonna mix everything together and you're gonna see how beautiful it becomes. You can also add some salt and pepper. I'm not doing salt today, but it does taste delicious with a little bit of salt. And I'm gonna turn my bowl so I don't make a big mess. Oh, it looks so beautiful. I'm gonna break up the avocado so it looks a little creamier and tastes a little creamier. Now I'm gonna serve it up so I can show you how beautiful it really is. I am gonna dig in. It is so good. I mentioned that I wasn't using salt for this because I'm sharing with my husband and he eats whole food plant-based. So tomorrow when I eat it for lunch, I'm gonna sprinkle on a little bit of salt. It tastes really good, but you can add in some red chili flakes or you can add in some minced jalapeno or another hot pepper and it would add just a little bit of a kick and be super tasty. If you make this recipe, it's a great one for meal prepping your lunch. It'll last 4 to 5 days in the refrigerator. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you give me a thumbs up on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of my community. I really appreciate it and I hope you have a good day. Bye.